So, how to mount the fire cabinet? We start with 3 parts: the back part and the 2 side parts. We will start by sliding one of the sides, just like this, and on the other side the same procedure once more. Slide it all the way down. Then you will have an open room. Then you will take the next part. This is the one that actually will hold most of the cabinet together. You will see the 2 holes here. They are supposed to go inside the cabinet, not outside. Then you know it will be all the way down. When you can see inside the cabinet, there is also a hole that will match perfectly. But pay attention, this one takes a little bit of wiggle to fit the first time. And when it's fit all the way down, just... And now it sits perfectly in both holes. The next part is to turn it around. This is also a little tricky the first time you do it, but you will get the hang of it quite easy. And now we will take, because now the cabinet is the right side now, and the way you can see it is the hole on the top bottom here. That will, and it matches also on the sides, the holes, which tells you have it the right way. Now this one is for the bottom of the cabinet. You have these small squares here, which will perfect fit to those, and this one will go underneath here. So the trick is slide it in an angle all the way down, so you see that it's all the way down, and then you just push it till you can see that it's all down. So for the next part, the top layer. This one also is natural. You have this edge which will go out, but the most important thing is this one. You want this one to fit perfectly to the back wall. That's the only way to know that it sits correctly. Also on the top floor you have ears that will perfectly fold into this one, which makes it impossible to break open from the outside. Also this, you don't have bad time to do it. Make sure you do it properly one time. So now it's almost perfect. Still in there, and then push it, and then you have a firm cabinet. Now we can put this one aside for a little moment. We will then start with the door. It's also quite easy to put together. You put it with the front down, and then you start with the safety glass. You put the safety glass inside first, and then you have the back platter that you are going to put with screws later on. You just push it with your finger. It's not that hard, just to make it loose, like this. Then you have the key from the bag. You just take it out. I like to take it with the ring. For that reason alone, it will then work perfectly to the holder. And then we will put it in upside down. And then we will use 3 screws. You will see that there are actually 4 screws, but you only need 3. 2 on the sides and 1 in the bottom. That will make it fit perfectly. Now you can see the key is inside there. Okay, so for the next part, we will now mount the door to the cabinet. For this you need these 2 and this one. So you start by putting it in the bottom hole, and you put this one underneath, and then the trick is actually to just fix it. Sometimes it's not that easy to put into the hole. But now it sits perfectly. Then we will take the next one. You put it on top, and then you just need to get the space. That. Now it sits on both ends. You adjust it, and then you fold it down so it sits perfectly. The same here. You fold it up, and now the door closes perfectly. But we need the most important thing, the key. So you enter the key inside the hole. And you just need to adjust it a couple of times. Perfect. Now the last part, you have this one to lock the cabinet. So you unscrew. That. Now you can see it works perfectly, and then it's closed.